on storytelling has the power to voice out who struggle to share their stories?
Does it have a struggle to tell stories?
Yeah. Does media has that power? Does film and storytelling has that power?
Yeah, if I think I heard your question right, I think media has a lot of power to tell stories. It has a lot of power to destroy people, it has the power to make people anxious, make people feel inspired. And the way you do it is so important. Now, coming from Hollywood myself, I've noticed that we had such an industry where it's not so much about grabbing people's emotions or intentions. It's about that clickbait, right? About the quick bites and sound bites to make revenue. And when that happens, is reality. It's like, even though, let's say, you have something that may seem it's for a good intention, but because it's distracting, because it's just pulling your attention away from what's important, it becomes more anxiety-inducing than it really should be. So I'm not sure this answers your question, but I think media, it's not just about telling a dark story, a horror story. It's also about the way you deliver it. Is it immersive? Is it a way to get people engaged, to critically thinking, or is it a way just to shut off your mind and just to treat it as a drug in a way? So I think that answers your question. Yeah.
Also that with technology coming in, do you think the process of filmmaking has evolved for the better or for the worse? What do you think?
It depends on the industry. So in Hollywood, I think it's evolved for the worse. Now, I see a lot of times in action movies especially, there's a formula that people do just to generate revenue. It's very clickbaity. People want to see the title, and there's not a lot of emotion and character to it. Now, I've seen films emerging out of course, we all have, out of Korea, Bollywood, and productions in Europe. And I think in that sense, it's great. Now that there's competition in the market for in the creative industry, I think filmmaking is becoming a lot more valuable. It's a little tricky. Now, filmmaking in terms of a professional sense, I think it's going in the right direction, but I think filmmaking in terms of a vlogging sense is going in the wrong direction. It's interesting because from my experience working on documentaries, a lot of people now, like, let's say, famous landmarks, like, let's say, Machu Picchu, are getting flooded with vloggers and influencers, and it's destroying the essence of the area. A lot of people in locals, let's say in the Amazon, they would want to just take vloggers around just to make money, but in reality, they're not showing them the true essence of it. You're getting quick sound bites to post on YouTube, quick titles, but you're not really getting the true essence of what the nature, what the meaning of these areas are. So I think technology, in a way, will go where it needs to be, and I put it this way, I think right now filmmaking is going in a bad direction for people who are not aware of what filmmaking is, but for people who are in this and know how to produce good content, it's a good opportunity to separate yourselves from the herd and be seen in a good way. So.
Does that impact the type of audience also, like a filmmaker himself has to, find the niche? So
Right.
that is also impacted with the type of, say, where the technology is taking place.
So you're asking, like, in terms of technology, like how it's addressing people's needs in terms of advertisements, right? Okay, so yeah, I think that's really beneficial. I mean, even for small companies myself, like, it's going to be a great way to target audiences. And I mean, everything in technology now is about big data and collecting data analytics. You can see now that every ad you have on your phone is, of course, being monitored, and it's playing things you talked about the day before. I think it's a bit scary, to be honest, because I think now people have less, autonomy in the way they think. Everything's given to us now, including media and sound bites. So let's say if you're on YouTube, you're looking up topics about clothing, for example, then maybe in the next few weeks, that's all you get fed. But what happens to actually having the freedom to think personally and choosing, well, okay, what do I want to get into? What do I want to explore? So I think, yeah, it's a tricky area. Collecting data is great for making money, but I think this huge data farming of us, essentially, is creating us to be less autonomous in our thinking, less critical. And I think it's kind of scary because, again, it's nice to have all your short media and TikTok reels where you want to be based off your humor, what you think's funny, but all of a sudden now you're just consuming, I think, it's just a separate drug. You're not really going after the content that you want. You're just getting fed it. Like, it's like you're being bottle fed, I guess, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it.